Working as intended.
I thought someone was attacking me. No, it's just uranium.
Wee, complex crafting.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you ever?
No, well, I mean, I made the power really well, the coal. Like how you got the ammo with the great big screen picture.
Yes. It's important you know it's there.
You get rifled.
So I'm like, oh, that coal is 700 meters away. That's just too far. I should build a train instead. And then, like, I pull up the map, and the coal is basically right beside us compared to how far the train would be going. Like, oh, never mind.
For supercomputers, I need high-speed connectors.
Do you need supercomputers?
Yes.
We have a ton back at base.
Oh.
Yeah, there is a stockpile now.
Where at?
In the storage containers.
Oh, I see, yeah. Now I gotta find where they're coming from so I can pick up the connectors.
So that's the steel production zone. Basically over top of that first lake. I see you grab this coal vein, built a conveyor, but then stopped it and didn't go anywhere with it.
Yeah, that's actually eventually going to come back here. I ran out of materials to build the conveyor.
Okay.
There's another coal vein about 400, 500 away from the iron.
I somehow didn't see it.
It's almost in like I want to say the opposite direction of that one. At least I'm pretty sure there was.
I know I built some power lines over to that coal vein only to find a miner there.
It's funny because you built the power lines like right beside my power lines going there.
Yes.
Okay, where did you say the high-speed connectors were?
They're between Steel 1 and Steel 2 over the lake.
Okay. Alrighty.
How coal intensive is your process?
Exactly 120.
Okay, so I will not be siphoning any coal from your process. This canopy is such a struggle to navigate through with the jetpack, where I'm like, I'm floating, but I cannot find the power pole nearby that I'm floating off of.
Did you say there was water around here? I'm over at your iron.
Yeah, over at the
never
iron.
mind, there it is.
Geysers.
Do you need anything from main base?
We're probably gonna need some more motors. Weren't we running low on those?
Yeah, that's what I'm out of.
Dude, get out of my way.
I was like, maybe I have some. I do not.
This looks like uranium. This is uranium.
Only one way to find out, right? Let's pick it up.
I'm encountering other people's power lines and using them for transport. And I'm like, is this a power line that goes somewhere, or is this one of the find a crash site exploration power line?
So the pump, does it have to be on a specific spot?
It needs to be in deep enough water.
No, I meant like, the pump that increases the height? Does it have to be like a specific spot on the pipeline, or will it being anywhere on the pipeline give it enough pressure, like force to lift it 50 meters?
So it needs to be somewhere that's already serviced. So like, it needs to be somewhere that has water already, that like the previous pump can push to. Is that a coherent answer?
Because they need power too, don't they?
Yeah, they need power. If you go to put it on, you'll see kind of like a thing of it'll show where the water will kind of speed up, or if it'll speed up or whatnot. It kind of shoots a little blue glow along the line saying if it'll speed up or if it has enough or how far it'll go.
Oh, I'm back in the land of hypertubes and it feels great.
That's what I'm missing. Plastic.
I keep on going back and forth whether finding some oil and producing plastic for all that, or let's build just a second train line from the refinery. Because we're sinking so much rubber and plastic. Now we could definitely be fine doing that.
Heading out to get those hard drives?
No, I'm looking for good geysers.
Okay, because near you is a motor, a crystal oscillator, a supercomputer, and a rubber hard drive.
I don't have any motors or oscillators.
Is there a way to get rid of those poison areas?
Not that I know of.
Somebody was trying to build a hypertube all the way over.
I definitely ran out of materials.
I can continue it. Is it coming from aluminum mess?
That's where my plan was.
Alright, I built it a little farther along, but ran out of materials.
Yeah, I had that experience where I'm like, oh, turns out this is a long ways. Okay, I've broken down. I'm building a train to bring us plastic and rubber from the refinery.
We don't need a lot of plastic, though.
No, we don't need a lot, but I didn't see any oil nearby.
But I guess we can repurpose the train to bring the frames back to base once we're done.
Yeah, it'll be useful in the end, one way or another. This is silly. I definitely don't have enough concrete to build a train.
How's the search for geothermal there, Mike?
Going good.
How many did you find?
A lot of these stupid things.
Bring out your rifle and 2,000 ammo.
I actually don't have a rifle on me. I don't have enough space. Found one pure and two normals right beside each other, but there's another one just across the way here. I'll see if there's more pures there. Wish I can probably build all of these.
Dump all my leaves. Alright, and then head back out to build some more.
Here, Mike, using all this plastic and rubber is more power efficient than building a new oil refinery. We're being eco-friendly.
Hey, how did this gigantic vehicle get stuck on like the smallest of brushes? Oh, come on.
You know what'd be funny is if you run over stuff and it just gave you the items, so you run around with 750,000 leaves.
I got killed by something that I couldn't see.
Was it one of those poison things?
A spider. I stopped to get out to check where the geyser was that I was looking for, and
I wonder if you should delete that old hypertube. Maybe we'll try to make one directly there instead of looping around everywhere. What do you think there, Ward?
I don't know what the answer is. The hypertube was kind of an impulse that I thought was a great idea. Then I realized how much work it would be. Time to head back to base, get more concrete.
Will you get damaged if you're going through the poison area in a hypertube?
yes.
Power poles everywhere! I'm trying to build a hypertube straight there, but it's just oh look, poison stuff in the way, better loop around it.
Yeah, best intentions aside, I see that your generic name for all processes are now mess.
Yep.
The aluminum mess, the steel mess.
Wait, isn't that what it is?
I love building a massive platform, then going around with the chainsaw and just cutting the trees that pierce the top of it. You guys are too tall.
And everywhere should just be hypertube mess. Yes, I looked up. There's currently no way to get rid of the poison things. Kind of sucks because they're really annoying.
Yeah. I was hoping you could blow them up.
Enemies! Annoying flies. Pop them. Pop, pop. How many geothermals were you able to find?
Many which?
Geothermals?
I found one pure and two impure, and I got enough to make one more, but I'm still trying to get back to my corpse to get back to where I was. Okay, now I just gotta get back to my vehicle without dying. Alright, let's try and kill this spider thing.
I have complete faith in your spider killing ability.
I ran it over and then knocked it down and beat it to death.
Complete faith.
I ran out of steel, so I'm heading back. Along an extra long hypertube that goes through many trees. And no, I didn't make it an amusement park ride at the end.
Oh. Like how Jay
disappointed
accidentally
of you.
did that. It just sends you way off in a freaking orbit. Okay. Well, we'll see. There's two geysers over here. We'll see what grade they are. They better both be pure. Holy jeez. 3 things of those bugs and one of those giant shooters. Okay, one's normal, one's pure. So I'll have 2 pures and 2 pures and 2 normals coming back to power once I get it hooked up.
Sweet.
I'm just about done this hypertube. I got it pretty close to the what is it, frame mess, but I ran out of steel. There's like some parts of this hypertube which go like straight down and straight up. Just for fun, I should put one part where it just like sort of spirals back and forth and like does a big loop-de-loop or something. It's like then I made it to amusement park ride.
I built the hyperloop. I get to waste your time. Enjoy the ride or don't take it.
It's like, but even with the loop, it's still faster to take the hypertube. Alright, here comes the dip.
So I think a monster just killed itself with its own splash damage.
Idiot.
Excited to know that's possible.
Whoa. I got launched out of the hypertube at the end.
Oh, power poles. Cool. And just traveling through the wilderness, find some power poles. I'm like, yes. Thank you for putting the beacon down. That was the frame mess. It's helping me aim. These spiders hit really hard, eh?
Do they?
Or I was running around with no life. Because I died. So, what does it take to make a jetpack?
Annoying spider. Alright, I made the hypertube. It goes from aluminum mess to frame mess.
Nice. The train is only halfway done.
The next step is to bring the water 10 kilometers over here to get into this system. Mike has disappeared.
Oh no.
Oh yes! No more mess. Not just kidding.
I'm trying to remember, did he set up extra power before he left or no?
Yes, he did. I think he set up some geothermal.
Nice. Yeah, I went and grabbed a bunch of like spare parts from some backed up processes, and I'm like, I wonder how much that's going to spike the power that these processes can move again.
Anyways, Pump Mark II is nice. They let you do vertical 50 meters.
That's a lot
Ridiculous.
of distance.
Yes.
That's awesome, yeah. Yeah, I'm running to find my body to find out where that freaking bug killed me. And then I'll have a plastic and rubber train coming your way. So, pro tip, when you quit the game and reload, you lose the markers on where your crates are.
Fuck, this poison's annoying.
I'm excited for when they update like the body slots so you can have a gas mask and a jetpack or something. Come on, spider. Where did you go?
Hooray for inefficient long-distance piping.
Good, it glitched out. Okay. The spiders will hide in the ground and come out with a poison cloud to attack you. They're assholes. I'm like, quick, build a jetpack so I can fly away from them. I think I chose the wrong way to go. There's 2 giant spiders here. Oh, and a fireballer. What is wrong with this zone?
You need me to head over?
I'll be fine. It's just, I guess I found the endgame zone.
Isn't that wasteland area?
This swampland.
I'm also glad you're making cable out of that copper there.
Yeah, I ran right out.
Building fucking power poles everywhere. Man, pumps don't have very much distance. This pump line, I think I had to build like 4 pumps.
What you mean, like, not elevation, but distance, or what?
Yeah, so like, if the elevation is only 10 meters, but it's 10 meters across like a very long distance, the pump won't put it up there. They only have a certain amount of distance that they put it up.
I'm confused by that. Like, could it just be a flow rate where it just takes a long time to fill the pipeline?
I sat here and looked at it, and until I built a pump, there was literally 0 flow rate into a lot of the pipes.
Weird. This fucking spider is doing too much hit and run. Fighting spiders in the swamp, I want the chainsaw 2.0, which is just napalm. I want to be just able to turn this forest into charcoal.
Alright, there we go. Now we're getting water flowing in. Alright, now we gotta get the bauxite over here.
You found bauxite close, right?
Yes, it's like 400 away, I think.
if you ever need to scale up, I think we'll be able to put bauxite on this train.
And there's three bauxite veins that are within a kilometer. Both of these use 120. But now I gotta go back and get some more steel for some conveyors. So now have you checked out the new hypertube?
No, I haven't gone that way yet. I think I found a spot where the floor isn't rendered. I
I want to ask you how the frames are going, because I'm just about done the aluminum part here, I think.
Sweet. I'll have the frames as soon as I get this train there. Or, that's not true. I'll be closer to the frames. I need steel pipes, I think.
Zooming around a hypertube. And once we can get these frames up, we can put up even better miners.
Yeah, I'm excited for that finally. Since I'm running this train that way, I sets up some coal where I'm like, oh yeah, I should just stop and pick up that coal with this train. But now I'm trying to remember where I put that train or where I put that coal.
That must have been that coal setup. I found a random coal setup in the middle of nowhere with just some coal coming out, but going completely nowhere.
Yeah, that's the one where I'm like, okay, this is the coal I'm going to use, but because it's got to be kind of close to where you ran the hypertube.
Recipe for 8 circuits and 3 crystal oscillator makes 3 computers. 2.812 per minute.
That sounds really good.
Well, there's also a uranium rod, fuel rod one recipe as well.
The rods are pretty easy as is, so unless it's special.
The uranium fuel rods?
Yeah. They just take copper and something. Copper and AI.
Are you talking about the uranium fuel rods or electromagnetic control rods?
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about the electromagnetic ones. You're right.
Because the normal recipe... Oh, that's interesting. Normal recipe is 50 encased uranium cell plus some... Okay, so this recipe I think is better, but I'm not sure if we want to use the crystal computer one. What's the regular... Oh, regular recipe for computer is actually quite complex.
Yeah, it has a long production chain. And it uses copper, which is always in demand.
Yeah, so this one is... It still uses quartz and iron. It's slightly different.
And we have a surplus of quartz is why I was excited.
But it's literally, what is it? It's 8 circuits and 3 crystal oscillators. And the oscillators take the quartz thing, and then they take 28 cable and 5 reinforced iron. So it's not that hard to build.
Yeah, I think...
And then it makes 2.812 per minute instead of 2.5. And then the other recipe I have is turbo fuel, which I don't think we even have access to yet. There's no regular recipe for it.
There are a few oddball recipes like that, which are just here's a better fuel.
Should we go with turbo fuel then?
It's not like we use a lot of fuel, so I'm fine either way.
Or do you want to go with uranium?
I go with uranium. That way, when we're trying to set up the new process, we have flexibility.
Alright, it's also 50% faster in making the uranium rods.
Big deal.
Alright, now we just need Jay to come back and start researching more hard drives. I wonder if you put them somewhere.
I can see the frames. I've succeeded. Oh, I can find my coal, too. This is all coming together. There's my coal on the other side of all those poison things. I see that there's a hypertube that just ends in a gas cloud. Is that your trap?
Whereabouts? I may have just been deleting the old hypertube, and I just didn't find all of it.
That's hilarious. I was excited because I found the hypertube. It turns out I didn't.
No, the hypertube leading to the mess, frame mess, is actually from aluminum production. It goes all the way.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I see it now. I thought someone was attacking me. No, it's just uranium.
How much damage does the uranium do? Is it more than the poison?
So it really scales off proximity and amount.
Oh, okay.
So when you first encounter it, it does almost no damage. But if you pick up a stack of it, you will die almost instantly.
We should get hazmat suits, pick up a whole bunch of it, and drop it in front of Mike. So when he logs in, he's like, "Oh, what's this?" and then dies.
Yes. I found that exploring where there's a piece of glowing rock on the ground, and I pick it up and I start dying immediately, and I drop it again quickly. I'm like, oh, someone else already did what I just did. I'm going to leave this on the ground here for whoever continues.
Wee hypertube. I think the hypertube actually passes by the bauxite vein that I'm supposed to use.
We don't have radiation suits yet, do we?
Hazmat suits? Yeah, we do. I presume it's the hazmat suits. Oh, bauxite's in a different direction. Time to build poles towards it. Ow. Well, I died. That's my first time dying.
Impressive.
One
to
of
last
those,
this long.
yeah, one of those big guys pressing buttons. One of those big guys hit me twice, and I think it killed me from full.
I think I need more explosives. Fly around with the hover pack, throwing explosives at monsters. Ooh, the track is too long.
So does it mark where your crate was that you died?
Yeah, you'll be able to see the crate on the map.
Alright, now I gotta go get my stuff back. All I made was just a rifle and took some ammo.
I should have made a jetpack.
Hover pack?
Actually, where did you die?
See that I can see it on the map, right? Just southeast of you.
Because I have a spare hover pack from when I died. If we're close, I'll just hand off to you.
Yeah, like I was fairly close to the mess, I think. I'm near your train station to the southeast from there.
Okay, because I'm working on the train station closest to the frame mess.
I'm heading to frame mess right now. It's pretty close to frame mess. It's less than 500 away from the frame mess.
Sweet. You can turn on self-driving automatically. Turn on self-driving remotely. Okay, I love that very sudden drop on that hypertube.
Oh, you're heading out there too?
Yeah. Have you tested it?
Yes, I'm in it right now. I'm heading over
sweet.
to the mess. Frame mess. You end up going through 2 trees as well. It kind of glitches out. Oh, I just crossed the rail. I saw the railway. If you're in the hypertube and the train runs you over, will it kill you? It's like science.
A little bit nervous about that. Like, I know I ran the train through a lot of things.
Yeah, that drop off's nice because it gives enough speed to do the rest of the journey really quickly.
I was kind of worried. I was kind of worried if the return trip would have enough juice to get up that hill.
It does. In fact, I think there's a minimum speed that will automatically travel.
Turns out if the train, dead ends, it'll just sit there and honk.
There's a pure water vein here. Trying to stay in the open areas. Now where's the enemy that killed me so I can get revenge?
I thought I was going to die, but there just happened to be a power line below me. So your aluminum production, do you know what direction you're planning to expand it on?
Nope. Double box.
I'm going to run the train on the west side of it.
West side?
West side?
Okay, that's impure bauxite. And over here we have impure bauxite.
And time to go find some more plates. So by setting up that phase 4 production, I completely gutted all the cable production at main base. So if you start running out of supplies, it's probably because we ran out of cable.
So not a lot of bauxite. I'll have to see how much I need because I might need another vein. I think I need at least 240. Yes, I'm going to need 240. Let's go check out this one here. Yeah, screw you, enemy.
I love how the big nitrogen pump just shakes the earth.
This bauxite is normal. What's this train station up here at the top?
It's just collecting my coal. Because I was lazy.
Do you mind if it collects? How close are you building a station to at the frames?
See where I am at the map right now? See how close I am to you?
Yes.
I am just trying to find a way to link the train tracks together now.
Okay, because I was about to say, if you don't mind, I could put there's a bauxite vein right beside the train station there.
Oh, okay. So add an extra car on the end. Behind the coal car.
What's the other car?
Rubber and plastic.
We're going to be pretty much done. I don't probably really need any more plastic now. I'm done my pipes.
Oh, you didn't need plastic for production.
No.
Oh, oops. I thought you just needed plastic.
Nope.
Okay, so we have an extra car in there.
Oh, radiation. There's radiation by your train station.
Yeah, careful.
Alright, well if you could, I've set up the Mark II miner. I don't see
Problem
which...
is, I don't remember which one's plastic and which one's rubber. I think rubber's the front one. So the second one can be used.
I don't see a loading bay for it though.
Yeah, I didn't put a loading bay. I just put an empty... I either put nothing or an empty station. Just to save on parts and aesthetics. And to make sure no one could accidentally fill it.
You just can't upgrade those platforms to a... I'm not sure what kind of problems are going to change if I fiddle with this.
Just make sure you back the train up first. Then you can fiddle freely.
I mean, like, there's the empty platforms.
Yeah, you can just deconstruct an empty platform and replace it with a... Deconstruct the second one and replace it with a... What's it call it?
We have 2 locomotives, so it has to be 1 blank and then 2 freight. Actually, like, how much coal do you need?
So I don't need a lot of coal. I just didn't want to have to sort and mix, is why I did that.
Okay. So you had self-driving on, so I couldn't actually go backwards?
Oh yeah, no, it's probably not loaded. I was just going, yeah, you might be able to see what's in what car there, but no. No, I'm trying to, like, bring the train down this massive slope.
Wait, so the train car, doesn't the train engine take the train station, and then it'll be... Second one is another locomotive, so is it even going to load up your thing here? Isn't your thing in the third spot?
Oh, I need to put another car on the train. Just need to build another freight car. Did that answer your question? That I just need to build another freight car?
Right, so your coal will be going into the third one?
Yeah, the third car.
There, I put on an extra freight car.
Okay, this is looking pretty ugly, but I think I have a ramp to go down the hill with.
Ugly is fine as long as it works.
And I'm hoping 2 engines will be enough to bring it back up the hill when it's done.
Dang, an amount of copper wire.
Is all the tracks in place on that end?
Like, did I make the other loading bay? Yes. That actually works perfectly where it's at. You wouldn't happen to have some spare wire on you, would you?
I have spare wire. Is that enough to hold you over?
Oh yeah, easily.
Actually, here's another 500 because I'm going to pick up more wire right away anyhow.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, I just have to build the wire connecting to the miner, and then I have it set up on second cart.
Next stop is unreachable, it says. Oh, it's trying to go to Venray.
Are you doing 2 train cars on each side, one pulling forward, one pulling back?
No, so I'm going to put a loop at each end so it can just turn around and head back the way it came.
Same thing I did.
That way I can put 2 pull cars because I wanted to give it 2 engines to go up that hill. Because I was pretty sure that it'd be a slow pull for the train.
You know what I like about this area? If I need power, I can highlight power line and then just start looking around in the forest and I'll eventually pop up with one.
Yeah, that there's just everywhere something.
Yeah, this wasn't bauxite, it was just a weird pattern on the ground that looked like bauxite. There were flowers. Alright, so that'll be half the bauxite coming in that I need. Now I gotta finish off the other 2 smaller bauxite veins. And that'll be enough bauxite. Should we eventually connect this to the main line as well so that the main train can come over here and pick up the frames? Because we do that with 2 trains on it, we're gonna have to put some signals on it.
I don't want to do that because I don't want to... Because it keeps on adding more cars and it keeps on, like, you have to update every station depending on how it's set up.
Well, no.
That's what I was worried about.
Because you can distinctly tell which stations you want each train to go to. I was talking about connecting this to the main line, and then just adding, like... Well, I guess, yeah, I guess I might make this one a little bit loading and unloading confusion.
But, like, one of my ideas was to put a load car on here so that it could take whatever produces back to the refinery and then unload from that station at the refinery to the main station below it.
Yeah, that'll work.
Because I put the refinery station just up the hill from the old refinery station so that we could just unload from one train to the other. Not a full plan, but something.
No, that actually works.
And because all your trains run the same direction, it's, I guess, like, as long as you don't have a pull train on the back, it's easy to just add more cars. But as soon as you have a pull train on the back where your directions switch directions, as soon as you add an extra car, suddenly you're loading where you were offloading and all the cars go to the wrong place. So as long as we avoid that, that's what I want to avoid.
I've given up on there being any neatness with splitters and, like, mergers.
Oh, blasphemy. I do love me some tidy splitting.
If we need it, there's random Caterium ore here.
Good to know. That'll come in handy. We can make...
a wire out of it. I'll be a gentleman and go around it. Alright. So, remember I said I killed that, like, big thing with my rifle? I came back to where I was just a random alien carapace just sitting on the ground.
Nice. Come on, new hard drive? Yes, a new hard...
Annoying enemies.
So did you set up Caderium to load?
No, I set up bauxite to load.
Oh yes, bauxite. All that I have left to do now is to put a loop at the other end of the track so that it can turn around and come back, and to make sure it works.
I wish you could just make an extra long conveyor, because it's annoying building it piece by piece and losing track of where the piece was.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, nice. This train is handling this slope well.
Long distance bauxite. Alright, which one is offloading my bauxite?
So I rearranged it so your bauxite should be the first car, which will be the third node. So at the train station down there, it should be the one that's set up for you.
Oh, so it's just the one? I guess there's not much choice, right? Just the one?
I like how the train is running right past the mining machine.
Accidentally go down a hypertube, I don't want to.
My train zigzags through the forest because I didn't know where I was going. This is awesome. I love it. There's a bauxite vein again I'm passing by.
Conveyor clipping into power poles? No problem! Alright, so once the train is running and my bauxite's getting here properly, it should be enough. Production. Alright, which direction do you want the blenders facing for here?
I haven't thought that far ahead, so...
Should I aim it towards the train station?
So I'll be bringing the parts over on a manual conveyor, so...
Alright, so now all I'm waiting for is your modular frames.
Sweet. Soon.
So I only need...
up with rubber.
We only need 2.4 modular frames per minute, so...
Yeah, that'll be... I feel like I might be set up to overproduce. I need rubber and steel now, and this will have the rubber and the coal I need, so almost there. Set up smelters, and then make steel pipe, and then mix these all together. If you do want some entertainment, take this train for a ride later, though. It goes through lots of tunnels.
Alright, and if you head over to where the blenders are, you'll see where your frames are supposed to come in.
Okay, awesome.
You know that big long line you made over towards your iron? The big long platform?
Yes.
I put it right there. Is that where you were planning on coming in?
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that was my plan. I have renamed the trains with useful names. Feel free to change it up later.
Alright, there was a jam because it wasn't getting rid of the silica, but I fixed the jam.
Silica jam sounds not very tasty.
Alright, so how are your frames going? I suppose we should call her here pretty quick. Alright, next time I think we'll finally finish these frames. Thanks for watching!
Only 3 episodes in the making.
Yep, complex crafting.
I love it.
Hey folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, share, and comment. You can click on the left button to subscribe and the right one to watch more Satisfactory. Thanks for watching.